as the UN Crisis Coordinator for the Ukraine. Amin worked closely with me for a decade in UNHCR. He will lead the coordination of all our efforts, including our humanitarian response on both sides of the contact line. All concerned in this conflict must respect international humanitarian law and guarantee the safety and freedom of movements of UN staff and other humanitarians. Especially in a moment like this, it is important to remember that the UN is not just the chamber behind me. It is tens of thousands of women and men around the world, feeding the hungry, vaccinating children, promoting development, protecting civilians in peacekeeping operations, mediating conflicts, supporting refugees and migrants, advancing human rights, standing, delivering, extending a lifeline of hope. The United Nations Charter has been challenged in the past, but it has stood firm on the side of peace, security, development, justice, international law, and human rights. Time after time, when the international community has rallied together in solidarity, those values have prevailed. They will prevail independently of what happened today. We must do everything in our power so that they prevail in Ukraine, but they prevail for all humanity. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Council from fulfilling its role to maintain international peace and security, and it is another proof of Russia's isolation and blatant disrespect for the reaction of the world. The resolution was supported by all member states of the European Union and many partners from around the world. Together with Ukraine, we will now work for the General Assembly to demand an immediate withdrawal of Russian forces from Ukraine. The European Union has approved sanctions and other measures, including against the Russian leadership, that will have severe consequences for Russia, and we've done it together with our partners and allies. We deplore the tragic loss of life and human suffering caused by the Russian aggression, and the EU and its member states.
President Putin is the aggressor here. There is no middle ground. We believe we have a particular responsibility to stand up to the violations of the UN Charter because Russia is a permanent member of the Security Council who is culpable. Those of us standing here today continue to believe in the Security Council's solemn duty and highest purpose to prevent conflict and avert the scourge of war. Russia has abused its power today to veto our strong resolution, but Russia cannot veto our words. And as I said in the Council, Russia cannot veto the Ukrainian people. Russia cannot veto their own people protesting this war in the streets, and Russia cannot veto the UN Charter. Russia cannot and will not veto accountability. We thank the member states who signed as co-sponsors of this resolution for standing with Ukraine and for the UN Charter today. We will be taking this matter to the General Assembly, where the Russian veto does not apply, and the nations of the world will continue to hold Russia accountable. Thank you very much, and thank you to all of our colleagues. Thank you.
Next week.